students. I will be taking you mathematics on the topic graph of simultaneous linear inequalities for SS3 students. Let us consider this example. The example says, illustrate the following on a graph paper and shade the region which satisfy all the three inequalities at the same time. The three given inequalities are minus x plus 5y is less than or equal to 10, 3x minus 4y is less than or equal to 8, and s is greater than minus what? 1. Solution. The first thing we do is to, first change each inequality to equation so as to get the boundary line. So the first inequality given to us, we have what? Minus x plus what? 5y is less than or equal to what? 10. And when this one is converted to equation, we simply change the sign of inequality to the sign of what? Equality. So which gives us minus x plus 5y is equal to what? 10. Now, plotting the graph, we need the coordinates, that is the value of x and y at a particular point. To do that, we put x to be equal to 0 so as to get the value of what? Y. Then after getting the value of x, then we also put y to be equal to what? 0 to get the corresponding value of what? X. The first one we have what? When s is equal to what? 0. So we are going to substitute 0 into this equation. Wherever we have what? X, we simply put what? 0. And this one gives us a minus, bracket opens, 0, bracket closes. Then plus 5y is equal to what? 10. So minus times 0 simply gives us what? 0. And this one becomes what? 0 plus 5y is equal to what? 10. And which is going to be the same thing as what? 5y is equal to what? 10. So the next thing is to divide both sides by the coefficient of what? Y, which is what? 5. So 5 into 5, 1. 5 divides 10 will give us what? 2. So we are left with what? Y. That is 1. 1 times y will give us what? Y. That simply gives us what? Y is equal to what? 2. So at this point, we have when s is equal to 0, the corresponding value of y is what? 2. Then we also do the same thing. Also, when y is equal to what? 0. So we put wherever we have y into the same equation, we put what? 0. So this one gives us what? Minus x plus what? 5 bracket opens, 0, which replaces what? Y. Bracket closes is equal to what? 10. So this one gives us what? Minus what? X plus 0 is equal to what? 10. So if we collect like terms, we are still going to arrive at this. That is minus x is equal to 10. When 0 is subtracted from 10, we still have what? At 10. Therefore, s is equal to minus what? 10. So we've got another coordinate here, which tells us at this point, the value of what? S is what? Minus 10, while the corresponding value of y is what? 0. So we are done with the first inequality given to us. So we now take the second one, which also has been converted to what? Equation. So when s is equal to what? 0, wherever we have x, as usual, we put the value of what? 0. So we have what? 3 into 0, close the bracket, minus 4y is equal to what? 8. So 3 times 0 will give us what? 0. Minus 4y is equal to what? 8. So I'll be having minus 4y is equal to what? 8. So to get the value of y, I will divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 divides minus 4 will give us what? 1, and is equal to 8 divided by minus 4, 4. That gives us what? Minus 2. So y is equal to what? Minus what? 2. Which means at this particular point, the value of x is what? 0, while the corresponding value of y is what? Minus 2. Then also, when y is equal to what? 0, we have what? 3x minus 4 into what? 0 is equal to what? 8. 3 minus 4 times 0 will give us what? 0. 3x minus 0 is equal to what? 8. So I'll be having 3x is equal to what? 8. To get the value of x, I will divide both sides by the coefficient, which is what? 3. 3 divides 3 will give us what? 1. So 8 divided by 3 will give us 2.6666. Approximately to one place of decimal will give us what? 2.27. So that is why we are having here at this particular point, at this particular point, the value of x is what? 2.7, while the corresponding value of y is what? 0. Now, the last inequality given to us, this one is just inequality involving just one variable. So this one has been converted to what? Equation. Meaning here, s is equal to what? Minus 1. So that's the first thing we need to know. Then after that one, we are going to plot the graph. We are going to plot the graph. Now, plotting the graph, as usual, we need graph paper, as stated there. We need pencil, so on and so forth. Now, we draw, this is the y-axis, while this one is what? The x-axis. So we are going to plot the point. Here, the scale I use there is what? 2 centimeters to represent 2 units. 2 centimeters to represent 2 units on x-axis. Then on the y-axis, I'm using 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit. So let us plot out the point we've identified over there. So the first coordinate says when s is what? 0, y is what? 2. So this is where we have x to be what? 0. Then y, this one is where we have y to be what? 2. So this point will be what? Marked. And then also, we have another coordinate. When x is minus 10, y is what? 0. So this is where we have y to be 0, while we have here to be minus what? 10. So this one will be what? Marked. Then after that one, we are going to draw a line, which is the line of what? The equation, which is what? This. Then before we do that, we'll go back to the inequality symbol given to us. So what we are given here is minus x plus 5y is less than or equal to what? At 10. Meaning 2 inequality symbols put together. In that case, the line is going to be what? Bold. The line is going to be what? Thick. To tell us that that particular point is also included in the values s can what? Have. So that's the line. This is the equation of the line. Minus x plus 5y is equal to what? 10. Now, another point we need to know is the equation of the line has divided the plane, that is the x and y axis, into 2 regions. One region contains 0, which is the origin, while the other one does not contain the origin. Now, how do we know where to shade out where the solution is? Here, we are going to be shading out the region that is not what needed. The simple way of doing it is to have your test point. Preferably, you use the origin. Using the origin here means what? You put x to be equal to 0, then you put y to be equal to 0. Then you substitute it into the original inequality to see whether you are going to arrive at a true statement or false. So let us do that. We have minus into 0 plus 5 into what? 0 is less than or equal to what? At 10. Let us see. When simplified, if we are going to arrive at what? True statement. Here I have what? 0 is less than or equal to what? At 10, which is what? True. So that one has given us a true statement. Area containing 0, 0, which is the origin, which is giving us the true statement, should be part of what? The solution. Therefore, the region that does not contain the origin should be shaded out to let us know that area does not contain the solution. It's not what needed. That's the reason why this area has to be what? Shaded out. So we are done with that. Now let us go to the second inequality, which is what? 3x minus what? 4y is less than or equal to what? 8. Then this is the first coordinate where s is equal to what? 0, y is minus 2. This is where we have what? X to be equal to what? 0. Then this is where we have y to be what? Minus what? 2. So this one is marked. There's a mark here. There's a mark here. Then also, the second coordinate says when s is equal to what? 2 point what? When s is equal to what? 2.7, y is equal to what? 0. So this one is where we have what? 2. Then somewhere here we have what? 2.7. Now let us draw a straight line representing the what? The equation. So, and again, we want to know whether the line is going to be bold or what? Broken. But we go back to the original inequality. The symbol used there is what? Less than or equal to, meaning two symbols are put together, which tells us the line should be what? Bold, to let us know that particular point is what? Included in the value we are going to have there. This is the bold line. This is the line representing the equation, which is what? 3x minus 4y is equal to what? 8. Then we need to shade part of it. So we are going to test, what? Test point, to know the area to shade. And I told us that the quickest way of having a test point is to use the what? The origin. Then again, by putting x is equal to 0, y is equal to what? 0. Let us see whether we are going to arrive at what? Through a statement. I have what? 3x minus 4y is less than or equal to what? 8. Here, I'm putting s to be what? 0. 3 into 0 minus what? 4 into 0 is less than or equal to what? 8. When this one is simplified, we are going to have 0 is less than or equal to what? Is less than or equal to what? 8, which is what? True. In that case, having arrived at what? True, it then means the region containing the origin should be left unshaded. It is what? The required region. The other region should be what? Shaded out. That's the reason why this area should be what? Shaded out. Then the last one is the last inequality, which is what? S is greater than what? Minus 1. That one involves just one variable. S is greater than what? Minus 1. So, converting into equation, we are going to have S to be equal to what? Minus 1. Let us identify where S is what? Minus 1. If this one is 0 and this one is what? Minus 2. Minus 1 should be somewhere here. Minus 1 is what? Somewhere here. And again, we are interested in what? The required region. The region that is not required should be what? Shaded out. So even if we are going to use what? Test, by putting 0, we still get it to be what? 0. 0 is greater than minus what? 1, which is what? True. Meaning minus 1 should be, meaning 0 should be part of what? The solution. Now, you will identify a different thing here. This line is broken because of the inequality used. We're only giving one inequality, which simply say s is greater than minus 1, not s is greater than or equal to minus 1, which means minus 1 cannot be the value s can what? Have. That is the reason why this line is what? Broken. And again, this area should be shaded out to show that this area is never part of what? The solution. Then having done that, we will discover there's a portion here. This portion, the whole of this portion is what? The required region. Is the area representing the inequality given to us. So, we've been able to illustrate the inequality given to us using graph paper. Not only that, identifying the region satisfying the inequality. Okay, now, student, you can try this as your homework. The question says, illustrate graphically and shade the region in which the inequalities y minus 2x is less than 5, 2y plus x is greater than or equal to 4, y plus 2x is less than or equal to what 10 are simultaneously true. In case you have any problem or any question, just drop your comment in the comment section.